Hey guys, this is the Betamax Man here, and we got some video pickups for the month of July. And yes, I've kind of slowed down on buying LaserDiscs for a little while, because there's some of the ones that I want right now. So I got all the ones that were cheaper, but now the ones that I'm going after are a lot more money. So I can only buy like 2 or 3 per month, because I just don't have the money to collect them like I was. And like I said, the LaserDiscs that I was collecting, those were the cheaper ones. So now I'm starting to collect some of the ones that are a lot more expensive, and yes, you pay a lot of money for ones that you're really trying to collect. So we have 1 LaserDisc, we have 3 Betamaxes. LaserDisc is sealed, the 2 Betamaxes are sealed. We have a sealed copy, a DVD. I don't do very many DVD reviews. I don't like DVD, but this movie called Road Rage is the only way that it was ever put out. It was never put out on Blu-ray. If it was, I would have got it. If it was put on LaserDisc, I would have bought that. But this was when LaserDisc, this was like 2002, so this was 2 years after LaserDisc died. And, of course, nobody makes it on Blu-ray. This has never came out on Blu-ray. So, the only way to get this is either on DVD or VHS. Of course, I'm not going to go with VHS because the quality is so shitty with VHS. So the next best thing to a LaserDisc, which would be DVD. Now, I think this is about an hour-and-a-half film, maybe a little longer than that, but, oh hey look, it's got some Japanese logos writing on there as well. Interesting. Must have subtitles and all kinds of different, well, it's got Spanish, English, and Korean subtitles, so maybe those are Korean letters. So, like I said, this was never released on DVD. I mean, LaserDisc or Blu-ray. It's on DVD or VHS. Sorry, my mind is I had a brain fart. It is so freaking hot today. It's not as hot as yesterday. Yesterday, I actually got heat stroke because I was outside at my job. I was outside unloading pallets and putting them into the building, and so I was going to do this video yesterday, but I felt so shitty and I had heat stroke, and yeah, not a fun thing to experience. If you've ever experienced it, it is the worst. Anyway, so anyway, yeah, we've got this, and we've got the LaserDisc, and these are 2 Mr. Magoo Betamax tapes. Now, this is at the end of beta, because as you can see, these have the big label on there, the big beta, oval shaped beta label stickers. It's still got the Paramount signature on the seal, so this is factory sealed. And of course, they've got the sticker, the barcode, covered up with a sticker that has the Beta Hi-Fi logo on it. And that's indicating that yes, this is in fact a beta tape, not a VHS. This is beta. All we collect on this channel is beta, LaserDiscs, DVDs, and Blu-rays. We don't collect VHS because we all know VHS was shit. Sorry guys, VHS was shit. Okay? Now this is probably a 2-part episode because it looks like this tape just has 1 episode on it, and the other tape has, of course, 2 episodes on it. Now, of course, we have to celebrate this rare occasion with a mellow yellow. Make the mellow yellow move, know what I mean? Okay, so yeah, this, I think the first thing we're going to open, oh yeah, we have a used copy, a Dr. Seuss. This was supposed to be the Lorax and the Hober Blood Highway, but it's not. The guy put the wrong tape in the case. Oh, I got the label over there. The label came off too. And it came off because it, you know, the glue has delaminated. The glue deteriorates and then it goes bad. But it's recorded in hi-fi stereo at least. But yeah, this goes onto the tape like that. And it says The Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss on the Loose. So the guy put the wrong tape in the wrong cover. Like, if you're selling this on eBay, why don't you look and make sure the tape is correct that matches the cover? And of course this was a rental at one time, which I don't like that either, because usually rental tapes typically are wore out, especially kids tapes, especially when there are Scotch. Scotch tapes wear out prematurely. They are garbage. So with that said, we've already showed you pretty much the used tape. Try to get this in one-handed here. And we'll just slide the sticker in there. I'm going to glue that back on. So I've got to glue that on. And once I glue that back on, should be okay. But I'm going to have to buy a VHS tape so that I can get the proper cover for this. Because I doubt the seller is going to send me the proper cover and the proper tape. And he'll probably want me to pay to ship the thing back, and it's not worth it. So, I don't know, I think this was like a $10 tape. So it costs that much in shipping to ship it back. It's not worth it. So we'll just get a VHS cover and use it. But this is a Playhouse video as well, so Playhouse did a lot of TV shows and stuff, so yeah, we'll get a Cat in the Hat cover for it, and we'll try and remove these beta stickers. And if we can't get the beta stickers off, then what I'll do is, oh, this has got closed captioning on it. Oh wow, interesting. Somebody on YouTube yesterday was saying that he had some tapes that had closed captionings on it, and how do we get them off? Well, you can't. They've been edited on there. They've been recorded onto the tape itself. And Betamax machines didn't have closed caption recording capability, and the guy thought that it was recorded on there with the Sony Betamax machine. No, it was done from the movie company that put it out on tape, because Sony Betamaxes did not have closed captioning ability to record closed captions on tapes. It would have been done by an editing machine of some sort, or the movie company that put it out. So now that we know what that is, we can start opening up Mr. Magoo's cartoons, and then we'll open up the Road Rage and then the Tailspin will do last. So let's go ahead and we're gonna try to attempt in showing you that I'm going to be breaking the seal. So I've got a little dental pick that I'll use to break the seal. Now we'll break the seal here. We'll do this. We'll set the camera down so you guys can see me breaking the seal. We got to break the seal, and then we've got to break the Paramount seal as well. So we broke the seal pretty easily, actually. It's been in the shrink wrap for quite some time. Trying to do it on camera. Okay. And there's one. Now we have to break the seal for the other one. It's good to have these tapes because I really like this cartoon. It's one of my favorite cartoons ever since I watched the Mr. Magoo's Christmas and discovered that it was a cartoon TV series. I had to have it. I had to have some of them at least. There we go. There we go. I broke it. Broke the seal. Let's try and. Okay. Yeah, we got it. There we go. Okay, now we gotta break the Paramount seal. We gotta break the seal of the Paramount logo here. So we'll try and see if we can get this sticker to come up off of there. Maybe the glue is deteriorated and the sticker will come off. Or not. Okay, let's just do it this way, I guess. Okay, there is one seal's kind of broken, as you can see. I broke the seal. Let's get the other one broken. Okay, we got the other one broke, so now that we broke the seal on that, we're going to break the seal on the DVD and put it right in there. DVD has become one of those formats that seems to be sticking around. For some reason, yeah, they are sticking around, so DVD is still selling, and they are still currently putting stuff on DVD in 2020. The DVD format is basically almost as old as the VHS format was. It's got just as long of a run as the VHS format did. And of course the VHS format has been around for over 40 years. You know, like early 2004, I believe, is when they stopped. Has this got a seal? No. They used to have sticker seals they put on there. Anyway, what was I saying? Something about, yeah, the DVD, because the VHS stopped in like 2004, 2005. somewhere, no, it might have been 2003, somewhere around in there when they stopped, or 2002 to 2000, I think it was 2002 or 2003 they stopped pre-recorded VHS movies, and then they started doing strictly DVD. Now this has got the old DVD logo on the plastic, so this was back probably one of the first times it was issued. This is probably the first time it was released on DVD. Now, one of the things that sucks with some of these original DVDs is that they were not mastered from the film source. They were mastered from an analog videotape source. So if you're playing a DVD and you see the little analog multicolored kind of lines that go through the picture, unless you've got a time-based corrector that takes them out, but you can tell an analog image from a digital image. Analog image does have some color saturations. Red is one of the colors that is really highly saturated on the analog format, so you will see if this is a analog transfer or if it was a digital transfer. So, or is it transferred from an analog source or transferred from a digital source? Well, that I don't know. Let's just hope my disc is not scratched, which it's not. There is some discoloration there. Yeah, you can't see it on camera, but you can see a little discoloration. There's a little, yeah, see it? You just barely see it. There's some discoloration there, so I hope the disc works okay. I hope the DVD is okay. There were some DVDs that had disc rot, so there weren't very many of them. But yeah, so I hope this film does work, because I could see a little bit of discoloration. So hopefully that works. But I think this is only like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. And if it's only like an hour and 45 minutes, I can record it in the original Beta 1 on an L830 tape that I have. And then I'll have... And why do that? Oh, just for fun. Just because I can. Because the machine I used to make the one Beta 1 test recording that I had, that machine I don't have anymore, and so I only made one tape. And oh wow, there's like a little glue or something right there. So I was able to tear it off without damaging the cover. These have been smushed a little bit in the mail. They got some smash marks, but other than that, they're okay. Does kind of suck that they're smashed a little bit, but there's nothing a person can do about it. Oh wow, look at this. Sherlock, Holmes, and Dr. Frankenstein. Ooh, that's a good one. That is gonna be a good one. Nice. And look at that. A fully... One thing I liked about Paramount is that a lot of the Paramount movies recorded on the beta format had the actual beta sized sticker. Now, we do know that when I showed you my Forrest Gump, that the label was off of a VHS, and that's what they did. They started sticking VHS labels on top of the beta tapes. But Paramount actually waited until the very end to start doing that. But this has got the official beta, and it just says hi-fi. It doesn't say hi-fi stereo. It just says hi-fi. So there's that one, and there's Sony's. That's another thing I like, is that these are Sony. These are the extra superior standard grade, or their extra superior high grade, But these are the Sony's. These are L250s. And they've got a red leader. And we've got the cardboard insert, which is a little crunched at the bottom. Sometimes you have to reinforce the little cardboard insert because the tape sometimes would go in too far. And if the tape sometimes would go in too far... Alright, hold on, I'm going to have to do this with two hands. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at the other one. And here's the other one. This one is the Three Musketeers. That one's probably going to be a good one as well. And then there's the back, the sides, and there is the cassette. And again, it just has hi-fi on the end. Sometimes they had hi-fi stereo, sometimes they would have the hi-fi in green letters, and the stereo would be in blue letters, but sometimes they didn't put stereo on there, they just put hi-fi on some of them. And again, it's an L250. Or no, this is an L370. So this is definitely a two-part cartoon. So this is definitely a longer length video. This is probably a 2 or maybe a 4-part mini-series. It might have been a mini-series, that was the reasoning for. And this one actually, does it have a red leader? Yeah, it does. The leader is not showing on this one. But yeah, it's got a red leader. So now let's open up the Disney's Tailspin. I'm going to break the seal. Okay, so I broke the seal. And it's kind of hard because it's hot outside and everything's sticking to each other. Oh yeah, this is so awesome. I don't want to damage the cover, so I'm going to try and do it in a way that we don't damage it. Sometimes if you get in a hurry and you start... Now there's a little damage right there, but that usually always happens because they always... Discs don't fit tightly in the sleeves, and they tend to go on to the bottom. So let me tear that just a little bit more. The disc slides down to the very bottom and causes this damage here at the bottom. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. So it's in perfect condition otherwise. There we go. And I love the disc cost $21.98 when it came out, when it was sold new. There we go. This was $21.98, Disney's Tailspin, Volume 1. This is another really neat sticker. This is the company that puts the LaserDiscs. Image Entertainment. They did a lot of LaserDiscs, and they were one of the best, absolute best LaserDisc manufacturers out there. Because every time I see this logo, I know that the disc has been done with superior quality. And a lot of the times, about 99% of the time, when I see these these people that made the discs, they do not have any form of disc rot. So I don't know, it was a different type of glue used to glue the discs together, but the glue that they used did not cause disc rot or deterioration, because the glue will start to deteriorate and show through the reflective surface of the disc, and so the DVD can't, the LaserDisc cannot be read by the LaserDisc player. So let's just see if this was a paper sleeve or a... Okay, it's got the little plastic sleeve. Sometimes they would put the paper ones, but that's okay. We can still at least look at it. And there she is. So we're going to make sure that it isn't cracked. It arrived okay. And there it is. There it is, Volume 1. True Blue, which is the first episode ever. And then you have What's Showbiz. That's Showbiz. So these are both episodes from Season 1. Now, I don't think they put very many volumes out. I think there was maybe a total of 8 to 10 volumes of this series put onto LaserDisc. They did not put the whole season onto a LaserDisc, as far as I know. The only way they released them was taking the best episodes out of the certain seasons and put them 2 episodes per discs, because I believe these are 20-minute. They're 22 minutes per side, so they're probably they're either 22 or 40. Okay, this is a 46-minute. Okay, so that means that they probably put 4 episodes per disc, if I remember right. And that's cool. So we now have that. We're gonna put that back in and we'll show you the front and back, and that'll be it on this video. What I ended up doing was putting the disc into a different sleeve. As far as the disc insert goes, I got a new insert for the sleeve, you know, the disc. So I got a slip, I got a cover for the disc and a new cover for the cover. So I got the protective sleeve for the cover. And I also got my other Disney Tailspin out, just so you guys can see it. And then there's the back. So this is Volume 1, and the other one that I have is Volume 4. So we could take a look at this one. And this is Volume 4. So how do we know what volume it is? You look at the back. Volume 4. So I've got Disney's Tailspin Volume 1 and Volume 4. Now, I am going to be on the hunt for some of the other ones. And whenever I can find these, I buy them. I can't always find them, and when you do find them, they want a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, I actually had to pay, I think this I only paid like $30, but I paid like $40 altogether for this one. So that's an expensive LaserDisc. And, you know, so, you know, lucky to find it, because these don't pop up much. A lot of times these don't even pop up. Like, we see the DuckTales pop up all the time, but the Tailspin, they don't pop up that much. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I know this video has went on a little long, longer than I wanted it to, but hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the video. But this is my newest edition. Now, of course, I may rebuy this one because it's got sun damage right there, and it's got sun damage on over down here at the bottom, because it's supposed to be a little bit darker yellow. It's supposed to be this color yellow. So this color yellow is what's supposed to be over here on the corner, and I think this may have faded a little bit at the bottom as well. I'm not really sure, but well, no, they're okay. So it looks like these are okay. It's just up there at the top that's got a little bit of sun damage, but that doesn't bother me too much. So there it is, Tailspin, both of my Tailspin discs. And I wish I could find more, but there is no more. So, and you just buy them when you can, but you know, it might take me a couple of years to build the collection. It might take a long time, but at least I'm gonna enjoy the ones that I am able to get. So the ones I am able to get, the ones that I will enjoy, and I'm gonna enjoy watching this one. So this one we're gonna watch, and I am gonna do a restoration on my 7200 pretty soon, and the starting point with that one is going to be getting all the belts for it. And I think I have bought brand new belts for the I had an SL 8200 that I bought new belts for, and I put the belts on it. But that one had a problem with one of the loading gears was broken. So that's why that one never got fixed. It just sat there in storage, because there's a broken gear on the loading ring. And so finding parts for something that old is extremely difficult. The ones from the 80s, they break all the time, but they always have parts available too. You can always find the 711B chassis that were from the mid to late 80s, you know. But to find a 70s part for a 70s Betamax, it's going to be hard. If you do find them, they're usually really expensive. So I will put the belts off my 8200 onto my 7200, because they basically have a lot of the same belts. So the only thing I don't like about the SL 7200 is the fact that it doesn't have RCA inputs, and it doesn't there was something else I was going to say. But anyway, oh yeah, it doesn't have pause. It does not have a pause button on there. Because what I'd like to do is, like, because with those machines, the only way the input signal is going to come in is if you hit record. Now, unless you had a tuner hooked up to it, if you have a tuner hooked up to it, you can see the signal. But unless, you know, you've got, so just using the RF channel 3 RF modulator, you have to hit the record before the signal comes through, before you see anything. That's what I don't like about it. It's another thing, but at least I can now have something that's a museum piece, and I also have something that I can record in the original Beta 1, because I've only got one tape recorded in Beta 1, and I don't know where it is. So I did make another tape. I did have another tape that I used for recording, and that one came out beautifully, as you guys seen. So hopefully someday, one of these days, we will get the I will do a repair video on the 7200 very soon, as I can, and I promise you guys that. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye.